It's a beautiful day because I choose to see it that way. And so I just had this really interesting thought because I caught someone's sads. There's like so much of training as in so many different traditions. I'm always, we haven't talked about this in a while, so let's just take this moment as a person growing emotional intelligence and a person with both natural sensitivities and very intense investment in developing those skills. Development of empathy and sympathy and celebration and faith in human beings, and compassion and understanding and broadening my emotional intelligence, as well as fostering my own growth and healing, right? It's a little light touch moment today. Hey, hey. What's good? My name is Lauren Rowan. so, so one of the first things in so many different traditions, as every is learning to create boundaries, where you have natural empathy, where you have extra mirror neurons from a neuroscientific perspective, or you have synesthesias that relate to this, to feeling other people's feelings, or smelling emotions, or yes, a million different ways. Seeing colors of the emotions, all sorts of things. Um, the so every time that you develop as a person, you develop deeper compassion, you develop deeper sensitivity and awareness. Every time you make a leap of growth personally, woo, pardon me, you're going to also have a broader sensitivity. Some of this is literally that your electromagnetic field sphere gets larger. And what it happens when it gets larger is that literally everything that you feel extra much, everything that passes through it. As you develop and work at the practice of coming to know yourself and your own being, you become more aware of how to size and shape their own electromagnetic fields. And again, these are things now that we see and witness in science and are reflected in scientific research. Always happy with that paradox and the simultaneous truth of the different mystical traditions and the scientific awareness of the now, right? Okay, so when we go through these leaps of growth, these growth spurts, you know, then we also get more sensitive again. And this is why it's constant. It's a good thing. Congratulations. You're feeling extra sensitive today? I think you might have got somewhere. I think you might have faced something, grown, be cultivating new understandings and new perspectives in yourself and your life to benefit yourself and your relationships with the world and the people around you and all the beings, and yourself, because you're important and you're real. I mean, you know, hello. True stories. Okay, so and so then we develop these more tools, whether they be energetic cleansing, different kinds of filters, boundaries, patron beings, associations with different deities or chants or practices. A million billion crystals, um, physical practices, stretching. There's a million endless yumminess of the toolbox. The toolboxes are, it's endless. And so, but this is one of the things is, so I had really, in a million different teachers and traditions and learnings, and in myself, I've said this to literally thousands of people directly in my life, literally thousands of students, maybe more, that it's so important to not take on other people's feelings. You can't carry other people's stuff, and the importance of knowing when you're feeling other people's feelings, how to push that out of your sphere. And so then today I was like, oh, I know I'm feeling the sads of my friends. I'm feeling extra sads today. And I recognize them as not mine. They're different than the colors of, I've been really working with my embracing and integrating a lot of aspects of my own shadow self. And so went into the SADS totally with the willingness to be introduced to new understandings of what I needed and who I am. And I think in many ways this still is that. But I really identified them as feeling other people's SADS, right? Which again, empathy, sympathy, mirror neurons, blibbity blobbity blue. Also, some people would say energetically taking on things that weren't mine. But here's the thing, they resonated with me on some level, whether they overlapped or had complementary shades or rhythm to my own emotions. And, things can be very different and have the same feeling too. They don't have to be exactly the same issues. But they resonated with my sides, and so I was just having a moment, where I was like, this doesn't have to, it's interesting. I looked at the consideration of how I could react, how I could act from this understanding. And I was like, it occurred to me, I can just observe this. I can observe this and consider an entirely new way of looking at it. That this is not a shame, a new thing I need to protect myself from, a new layer of ways of separating myself. Instead, I can embrace that which is that connection, and I can transform and transmute the energy of the the vibration. That it doesn't need to be the same. I don't need to own it as mine, and at the same time I can heal the resonance in myself, and I can celebrate the resonance in myself. I can love my sadness, because sometimes sadness is, things have to be felt, and that's real life, and it's okay to feel them, right? And it doesn't have to be the same, and you don't have to feel other people's feelings, but you can feel with them. And when we feel with each other, we heal each other, we support each other. It's so powerful not to feel alone. And so I can take this, instead of feeling other people's sads, I can take this as a gift of my sadness is not alone. I can, in the embracing and the acceptance of these sadnesses, love them and accept them for what they are, and allow them and give them the loving energy to transform in whatever way is theirs without an agenda. And that this is something on a very personal level for my experience, and feeling for other people. This is, yes, in a lot of ways it is yet another tool, another tool. It's a realization. It seems so different, but it's really all part of the same thing. It is an opportunity to um, believe in and give energetic hugs and healing to the people that I care about, whose sadness I'm feeling, and letting them know energetically that, from pure electromagnetic field to electromagnetic field, sparks of light in the heart to sparks of light in the heart connection, let them know that they are not alone in their sadness. And um, this is also something that we can do globally, speciesly, interspeciesly, planetarily, cells in the body of the planet, animistically, with that animism, not um, animated animism, not animosity. And we can love the animosity too. We can embrace and accept that too, because we all resonate with different places. And when we do this in every level, we lift the planet up. This is Lauren Rowan, surfing Vuzuvaya. This is the shift. Welcome to the Satya Yuga. I'd like to thank my ancestors and that which is the golden thread, the golden path, the golden staff. And I love you, and I'm with you, and I know you're with me. Surfing Vuzuvaya, and today let's go wax our surfboards with the appreciation and the loving acceptance of everything that we are and we feel. And let's lift each other up in that love.